All right, I recently got a question, and the question is, I want to be great. This is about, recruits wanting to go to college, and this is from a recruit. So the question is, I want to be great and play Division I tennis, but I'm not the level I need to be, or I think I should be at. So I see my potential to play at that level. What do you think I need to do to get there based on how I play? Anything mental, physical, tournament-wise? Some recommendations on tournaments and any advice, greatly appreciated. So the first statement about being great to play Division I tennis, that's just not true. You don't have to be great to play Division I tennis. Sometimes you need to be great to play Division III tennis or Division II tennis. So there's a wide range of levels. If we want to talk UTR, we can talk UTR. But I mean, there's level 10. I'm sorry, there's level 9 females playing Division III. And there's some level 7 players, females, playing Division I. I know there's some level 8 and 9 male players playing Division I, and there's some male players in the level 12 plus range playing Division III. So the Division 1, 2, 3 is there's a lot of different levels. I mean, it's all good tennis. But here's what you need to do to be the best you're going to be. You need about 3 years worth of playing 120 matches a year. So you need about 3 years worth there. Now the match play is key. So 120 matches a year is 3 matches a week for 40 weeks. I don't think they all need to be tournaments, but they can be practice matches, they can be UTR tournaments, they can be WTN tournaments, they could be age group tournaments, all of that kind of stuff. However, for you to be the best you're going to be from, let's say, the age 14, playing 3 years of 120 matches, those matches, they do not need to all be at the junior level. That means playing your peer group. So those juniors in that range of 14 to 18, you need to play some current college players, and you need to play some former college players. That experience just really helps your level of play, that experience. In addition, when you're communicating with a coach, now you've got the path. Hey, coach, I played with so-and-so, and this was my score. And this was the former number 1 player at UVA. I know in our area, a lot of in the Southeast Virginia, coastal Virginia area, I've used Michael Duquette as who's a former UVA number 1 player from probably a decade ago or so, maybe 2 decades now. But anyway, if you can use that person as a measuring stick, plus, again, it makes it easy to communicate with the coach. So 120 matches a year, 50% at level, 25% up, 25% down a level, and at least try to get half of them where you're playing a current player, a current college player, or a former college player. Then, when you get some coaching, ideally when you're playing these matches, you have a coach observing you playing. It's hard when the coach isn't observing you playing. So if you need to compensate the coach to observe you to play, whether it be on video chart your matches. I know locally Dan McCain does a great job of watching video of his players, charting matches of his players. So you're going to need a dosage of that. You're going to need some feedback from a coach. But ideally, you can do it all in your local community because there's about 330 area codes in the United States. And most of these communities have certainly junior players, 14 to 18 range, and they have former college players or current college players. And so if you can do it within the community, it's going to be a lot more efficient. It means you're going to save a lot of time, you're going to save a lot more money, and it's going to be a lot of fun too, because Snapchat playing against Snapchat, that's only going to get you so far, but Snapchat playing against people who are in college or Snapchat playing against people who have rents or mortgages is a good thing and provides you good experience. So, kind of in summary, you're going to need to play 120 matches a year for 3 years. And a match is 2 out of 3 something. 2 out of 3 mini sets, 2 out of 3 sets, or so forth. They do not all need to be a tournament. I've seen people do this just with practice matches. It kind of works because when it gets down to player development, what do you really have? You got some strokes, you got some strokes. You got some tactics, and those tactics, and you got some shots. And we know there's only 7 shots, right? 2 cross court, 3 down the middle, 1 down the line, 1 drop shot. So you got some strokes, you got some tactics, you got some shots, and then the point's going to end in either a forced error or unforced error. And you put all that together, and then you become a player. You become the best you're going to be. And then from there, it's just getting some coaching in the college that's going to be the right fit for that said player. So 120 matches is a good start for 3 years. And make sure you value the level of play of Division 1, 2, and 3. All of these colleges now put a lot of resources in college tennis. College tennis spends over $400 million a year as far as all levels in their operating budgets. So that's my tip. Actually, that's not a tip. That's a prescription. That's what I believe. That's what I know.